Hello and welcome to Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations again. Today we'll be concentrating on the gearbox side of things, taking the covers off and hopefully powder coating it, and also the magneto cover. We'll be taking that off as well. I don't want to linger on too long with the engine, it probably start to get a bit boring, so maybe just this episode, and the next one we'll get everything back together just as one unit and that will be done. So sit back and I hope you do enjoy the video. Well, as I mentioned, we're going to try and get this engine or gearbox cover off today. I have had no time throughout the week to do anything. I've had horrible shifts. I have actually just gone over when I've had the odd 15 minutes and got a lot of the paint off here. There's still a little more to go, but I think we need to get this off first. And also around this side, we've got to take the magneto covers off, and that's been done as well a little bit, but needs a bit more work done, and then should hopefully be able to powder coat those. I have cleaned the engine up. I was hoping it would shine, all the dirt's off and oil, but never mind. I've done the best as I can with that. So we'll make a start, I think, taking this one off first and see how we got on with that. Well, I've moved it into a better place than on that bench, and to be honest, this is taking me 2 hours. I was going to show this, but you don't want to hear me swearing for 2 hours. Every single bolt that holds this, they're JIS screws, Japanese industrial screws. Every single bolt had to be heated up and tapped out with a impact driver. So I've moved on now, so it's taking me nearly all day. It's getting dark now, so I've just released the spring in here. This is the kickstart spring. I'll leave that in there with that. So there's nothing on there now that should actually hold it up, apart from the fact it probably won't come off on its own. So now we're going to just try and release this cover and see how we get on. Oh, it sounds all right. The sound's changed, so it's just around this side, I think. Right, okay. Just going to gently ease this off with a screwdriver. Bear with me 1 second. Well, after a little bit of faffing around again, these shafts were stuck in the cover, and also had to pull this kickstart shaft through the rubber as well. But that's all done, and here we go. Lovely piece of Japanese engineering. It has 2 clutches. This is the first speed clutch, which once that gets to a certain revs, that then kicks in with the second clutch. As you can see, because it's soaked in oil all the time, they're wet clutches. They're very rarely wear. So I don't really know what I'm looking at, but I know it looks okay. So I'm going to get on and do this cover as well in a moment. Yeah, everything looks okay in there. We're just going up to the last little bit of daylight now, and I do feel I want to achieve something. So what I've done, I've masked all that up on the mating surfaces. Also, where the oil seal goes, I've taken the old oil seal out. I have bought a new one because that was obviously going to melt once I've put that in the oven. So I'm just going to go over now just quickly with some acetone, and then hopefully we can get some powder coat on, and that will be at least something achieved for the day. Okay, bear with me whilst I get this finished, and we'll come back for the powder coating. Okay, so I'm just about to spray it with some nickel silver, and hopefully that will look okay. So we'll see how this goes. Bear with me whilst I put the mask on. Okay, so I'll put this into the oven. I'm not going to switch it on just yet. I've got to go and pick the wife up now, so I'll be in short of time again. So I'll put that on, and hopefully she'll give me time later on to get it out and show you. If not, we'll come back tomorrow. I've got a bit more time tomorrow, so we'll carry on tomorrow. But let's see how this goes. Well, hello again, and welcome back to the next day. I did manage to get the gearbox casing powder coated yesterday, but my back was killing me after the fun of getting those bolts out. I've now cleaned the heads of the bolts, and it's not, there's the cover, it's not 100% because it was chipped and pitted and what have you, but we're now going to try and attempt to get this back on again. I have put the new oil seal in for the kickstart, and I've had to put it up this way because that drive shaft, which goes out to the back wheel, would keep slipping out. So I've also got a bit of an oil leak down there as that's moved out. What I've done, I've put some of my stuff I used before. That was wasn't a very good tube before. Where's it gone? Doesn't matter. There's a special gasket sealer which I've put around there. I've put some on already, so I'm going to put the gasket on now in position hopefully, and then we can just go round with some more gasket sealer on the top here. We just need to get these holes all lined up. And the gasket sealer does sort of help keep things in position. Right, so bear with me whilst I do that, and I'm going to go around with some more gasket sealer, and then we can get the case back on. Alright, okay, I've actually put the sealer on this side. I've put the screws in as well, because I can see having problems later on trying to line them up. So, and I've also greased the kickstart lever and the rubber seal, so hopefully this will ease on better than it came off. In fact, it'd actually go on better if it was the right way round, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's better. That's got to tap that down a little bit. Bear with me, so I'll just tap this on because you're going to end up with a shaky camera. Right, and that's gone through, so I'm just going to try and see if I can get each bolt started and make sure the holes are there, because you know damn well it's going to miss it and then you end up with trouble later. Just get them started, each one. Go. Okay, so I'm going to go around and do that carefully, and then I'll be back to you shortly. Right, okay, so this is all back on again now. These I did a little while ago. They've been coated in some heat resistant paint. It took a little bit of time to get some of the old gaskets off. I'm hoping we may be able to do that today, and then next week, next episode, we'll concentrate on the wheel and the brakes, and then that will hopefully get this section wrapped up. For now, I'll also need to do the stand as well, but and then that'll just be one complete unit, and keep that out of the way somewhere. Wife might even let me leave it indoors, but I doubt it. So yeah, I'm running out of room here. So as I planned to do yesterday, I think I'll take off the magneto cover. Hopefully you don't have the same trouble with the bolts on there, and we'll see how we get on with that one. That's it's a pitted or scratched that, so that may come up better than this one, but it's not bad. It's better than it was. So anyway, let's have a look at this magneto cover. Well, here we are again, back to the same problem. These nuts are just stuck again. That's one. I won't be able to use much heat on this at all because the coals inside and that, but I'll persevere again. Hopefully it won't be 2 hours this time, and I'll come back to you once I've got this off. Well, you know what, I've been trying for about half an hour and decided to not bother. More trouble than it's worth. It's actually damaging the heads as well, so I'm going to give that a polish. It's not too bad, not as bad as the other side, so I might just leave that now, and I think we'll move on just for today. And and then I'll say we've got the wheel to do probably next week. I've got the stand to do, and the brakes. I've lost the brakes somewhere. They are somewhere in this mess. I hate working in a mess, but they're here somewhere. Hopefully I'll find them by the next episode. So we're going to concentrate on the piston. The cylinder did look okay, but there's a little bit of I think they call it blow back or blow by here on this piston, a little bit of scoring. So we might as well change that whilst we're in here. So and I did notice this stud is broken on here, and I do have all I've got is 2 brand new studs with 2 bolts, so I'll probably go with just putting 2 on for now. I might have a spare one if I try to get these new ones, a couple more, and then I'll finish that off later on. So I can have a go at getting this stud out, just try and use the mold grips for now and see how we get on. Well, there we go. That's as you probably expected, this was going to go well, wasn't it? So I'll persevere with this for a while, and I might have to use good old heat again in there, but so I'll try with this for now, and once this is done I'll come back to you again. There we go, bit of heat, and that's done it. Finally out, so now we can just screw the other one back in. A bit of a helping hand with this. Okay, I'll carry on with this for now. Well, I've just taken out the 2 little clips that hold this gudgeon pin in, or wrist pin if you're in America. I'm now going to use a similar size socket as that, just to tap through there, and hopefully we'll, there we go, let's knock that out. Almost. a bit of a helping hand there. Hope you can still see it. Excuse my arms in the way, arms in the way. Okay, so there, one piston. Just dirt in there. There's been no burning that side, but you can see there a little bit of blow by. Okay. Now we've also got this bearing in here. Just a roller bearing, seems okay. Just give that a wipe down, and we'll put some new oil on it. But we will before that goes back. Right, okay. So I've now put some of my magic blue stuff on, gasket sealer. That's what it, High Lamar blue. I did find it eventually, and so that can now just a little bit more there, I think. Put that eye over there, ready. That's that one. Okay, so here's a new piston, and I'm sure I saw some new pins to go in there, some clips, but maybe I've lost them somewhere. But anyway, we'll persevere for now. So we're just going to get the carefully put these piston rings on. They are quite brittle, so you have to be careful. I think we're it's stuck in it. Okay, so that one's in. Need to get it into the bottom one. There you go, and that will seat a little groove in there somewhere. There we go. And then one for the top one. There we go. And there's a groove here somewhere. There we are. Right, okay. Finally back again. I thought I was going mad. They were on another tray that I was working with, these pins, so I thought I was going to have to hold proceedings up, but hopefully we can carry on. Right. So try not to lose these again. Right, look at the arrow on there, usually means towards the exhaust or front. So the exhaust is down there, so the arrow points downwards. I'm going to try and get one of these clipped in first on this side. Without losing it. You can just imagine what's going to happen, can't you? So we get the that one in first. A little bit fiddly. There we go, on the floor, one gone. Try again. In fact, you know the idea, I'll just do this off camera because it's going to definitely lose them. Okay, eventually off camera that's now in, so I'm just going to give it a quick coat of 2-stroke oil. Okay, and then also the cylinder. Okay, it should be enough. Right. Next thing is to try and fit the piston in. Remembering that is the exhaust down there, so the piston goes down that way. And try and squeeze this up to make sure they're in their little groove still. One there. There's the other one. There we go. One there, one there. Let's just do it there. So, try again. Push them down. There. Once again, you get the general idea. I'll come back to you once this is in. Well, finally back with you again. We managed to get the piston in, half in anyway for now. So just going to give this some fresh oil, this roller bearing. I can just slip that into there for now. Okay. Now we can slide this on. Until we get that lined up in there. Here we go again. There we go. Right, okay. Okay, so we just line that up. It's about right. Now we want the wrist pin or gudgeon pin, wherever you're from. And gently tap that in. Okay, I'll be back to you once I've got this sorted. Finally got the gudgeon pin in and the clips, so hopefully this should slide on. There we go. And we'll move on with the head. I'm just going to put some gloves on as they'll be covered in oil. Okay, I'll put some of my blue stuff on there again. I don't know if you actually need it on this one, but we'll see how it goes. It's the raised size, slightly raised lip here. That's the outside lip. Take the glove off again. There we go. Not exactly straight, but hopefully that'll be alright. And then we'll leave this side with the liquid. And then finally the head. I think it's that way round. I'll double check in a minute. Go on. Okay, right. Let me just double check on that, and we'll finish off with that. That is the right way. So I'm just going to use. I've only got these 2 bolts. I might have a couple of spares, but if worst comes to the worst, I'll order some from somewhere else. This was the chap I bought the motorbike from, who sent me these 2. That's all he had. Okay, so we'll just do these diagonally. Hopefully I can find some more. So if not, I'll get some more. Okay, so I won't go too mad tightening these down, just enough to hold it. For now. Anyway, well, I'm sorry I couldn't get this magneto thing off. I'm not going to cause any more damage or any trying to get the bolts out, so I will test it with the electric connector at some stage. Need to do the brakes if I can find them, and the rear wheels. So we'll leave that for this week. It's my 2 days off done already, and so we'll see you next time. Well, here we are again for another week, so thank you very much for watching. Jenny's being nosy as normal, looking out of her window. So I'd just like to ask my regular people to commentate. Here's the wheel. It's in 2 pieces, so it will be split. I was going to do it with the nickel silver, which is pretty uniform sort of colour. But another idea was to do it cream, all cream or white, or even 2-tone. So any ideas, please let me know. I'll be very grateful. I've had mixed reviews of what family members say, so any ideas, I'm very pleased. Also, thank you to all my subscribers, and also if you do like this video and you are watching and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and hit the like button. We'll be very grateful, wouldn't we? Yeah, we would. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week hopefully. And take care out there. Bye for now.